Why internet? How's it going? So, I'll just go ahead and run the program now. You can see, finish the grid. Haha. It's 8 p.m. now, so it's like an hour and a half later. I haven't been doing it this whole time. Most of it was copy paste. Now I'm at the part where I need to start implementing either the turn things or the mouse listeners. So I think I'm going to start with mouse listeners. I'm going to have that happen in the board for now. Yeah, I think it'll be fine. Implements mouse listener. Control Shift O should bring in that class or that import. Let me see here. Yep, there we go. Event mouse listener. I can click this and add implemented methods. Gotta love Eclipse. Anyways, so here are our override methods for mouse listeners. So for this program, I really only need to worry about mouse clicked, mouse entered, and mouse exited. The first one for now, these ones later, because actually these ones I don't need at all really. I'm just going to go down like that, but it's something I have to have in here. So, but these ones are going to be later. These are going to be for like the hover effects. Basically, just going to do MS Paint real quick to show you something. This is the idea. I have dots. I'm just going to do like a 3x3 grid so I don't have to draw a lot of these freehand. There you go. So basically I want to have like these hotspots where if the mouse enters, it displays where the line could be, right? And that's the thing I'm going to do second. So when red moves his mouse into like this area, for example, and obviously I need a little forgiveness, that's why I'm doing it kind of like that. Kind of like that. Even though these diagonals are going to line up or however like that. So if it's in this area, it'll display this line, then I move in this area and it'll display this line. And the second I exit this line, I need to take that out, if that makes sense. So I'm just going to implement one first to kind of show what I mean. But yeah, so like when the mouse comes here, it's going to show a line here, and if I do it here, it's going to show a line here. The annoying part of this is I don't have these numbers defined yet, so I'm not sure. I don't really want to waste time drawing rectangles on the actual canvas I'm working with, but at the same time, it'd almost be a good idea just so I know where those spots were, because sorry, just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Oh man, that's not so bad, I guess. 12 of them. So maybe I will do that first, just so I know where my hotspots are supposed to be for my mouse entering. So just looking at something because I haven't. There we go. Draw a rectangle. The first thing is the top left point, and then it's the height and the width. That's not actually going to help us that much. Okay, well I guess we're just going to go ahead and wing it then. But let's say, okay, mouse clicked. System.out.println. I usually do mouse event as like E, just because it's easy. I don't know. Maybe I just like math. I just liked those one-letter variables. I know it's bad, but it's fine in these situations, I think. Get X. So basically I'm going to be printing the X positions here whenever I click the mouse. But first, I need to make sure that this game board has that mouse listener added. So at this point, I'll just say this.add mouse listener. This, and I can do that because, of course, we implemented the mouse listener. So whenever I click now, I should get the X position. And I can use this kind of to my advantage to kind of just pan out where it's like for like this one, for example. Say I want to this top line here, 1 A B. Yeah, I think that's the first one. So from spot 31, if it's at 31 until like 114, 30, let's say 30 to 115. So I'm gonna draw that actually out just so I don't forget it. 30 to 115. It's gonna be our hotbox range for that area. And now let's just check how much height I want here. Let's say, oh well, shoot, I didn't do the get Y. Yeah, let's print the Y now. This is all just debugging stuff anyways. It's not like I'm gonna leave those in here. Not that it would really matter because it's just console information. So it's like, if it's between, okay, so if it's between, say, 14, or let's see, 5 and 15, 5 and 15, that's fine. 5. And 15 this way. Okay. That's gonna be the first line. So let's just say this. So this is gonna be A1. If e.getX equals r is, so we're gonna do for the X right now. Just saying if it's between these two values, let's say if 30, I think that was it, yeah, is less than e.getX and used to Perl, I can just write like that. Maybe it doesn't look the greatest, but that's how I roll. And whatever this argument is. And 1. Just making sure the syntax is good. What? Okay. And e.getX is less than 115, then this dot A1 of 0 is going to equal 1. Alright. And the reason we're doing this is because we're going to turn that off first. So this is no longer, the line's not going to be drawn at first. Right? That line's no longer there. So if I click over here, it's not going to draw it. But if I click anywhere between these two, it should draw it. Well, I should have drawn it. Oh, I might have to repaint. Hold on, give me a second. Let me see if I can start repaint. Let's try it again. There we go. Ooh, that was cool, right? I noticed something move over here. I'm not sure if I like that. I'll figure that out later. But yeah, so repainting, got that line there. Eventually, what this is going to do is it's going to be so this is gonna happen like when, wow, gosh, sorry, my brain is just, for some reason I feel like I forgot that I was even recording. When I click, it's going to determine where that thing is and then draw the line accordingly, right? So this is also going to need 2 more AND conditions. So get y, or oopsies, let's start with 5 is less than e dot get y, which is like that. Oh, whoops. And e dot get y is less than 15. So now I have it set up so it's only going to draw it if I'm in that area. So I can't click over here and expect it to work, but if I click it here, it draws it. Same thing like over here. So now it's a little bit forgiving of where I click. It's not like I can click in a completely bogus place and have it draw that line. It's got to be in that area. And the hover will help, like whoever's using it determine that at that point. But yeah, so eventually I'm going to initiate all these to 0, obviously, because we're not going to start the game with any lines drawn. But yeah, and this, setting it if it's 1 or whatever, this is actually going to be determined by another object I'm going to have set. There's going to be like 2 different players objects and a turn-based object that's going to like cycle between the players and give them turns. That way I don't need to worry about that. But for now, I'm setting it to this so I can yeah, do all that. So so yeah, I think I'm probably gonna cut out this video now and do just the top row here, like these lines, and then maybe these verticals too, because I only did this horizontal line, and that's really gonna bug me. I gotta figure that out. I think I just need to make this less wide because this is already wider or something like that. But yeah, I'm gonna do these 4 and then these 5, because once I do that, it'll just be copy paste. So I'll initialize all these to 0, and then I can just click them in, and then after that point I'll start another video. But yeah, until then, see you later.